everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts over here on the Scrap Room. Today I am using this sketch from Page Maps. It's from December 2014, and that's what I love so much about sketches, is that they are really timeless and they allow you to use whatever photos you have and make it work for your particular layout. I am using the Photoplay Tulle and Norbit, which is so super cute. You get 3 sheets of pattern paper, 2 sheets of craft cardstock, and the 12 by 12 sticker sheet, half of the 12 by 12 sticker sheet. I also used part of the embellishment kit, which is half of the Photoplay ephemera pack. These photos are of my nephew when they were just playing at the park. So there's nothing really fancy about it. It's just kind of a fun day for them. And we go to this park quite frequently. It's a pretty popular park over by our house. And the boys just have so much fun at the park. This trick here I have used quite a bit in regards to saving paper. If you take a look, I cut the left-hand side 8 inches and I cut on the right-hand side only 2 inches because I knew that the photos, the 4x6 photos, was going to cover up all of the paper on the right. There was no real reason to put paper behind the photo. And this is a really good trick to use if you're low on pattern paper or you have that favorite sheet of pattern paper that you don't want to use all up on a layout, but you want to have some for maybe another layout. This gives the illusion that that red paper is on the entire background when it's really just on the left-hand side of the layout. I did use a lot of the B-sides of this paper. At first, I thought I wasn't going to use a gnome theme at all. But then one of the ephemera pieces said, "You are a friend like gnome other," which I thought was super cute. And these boys are definitely really good friends. And I thought that it would be cute to go ahead and add the gnomes down on the right-hand side where the sketch calls for snowmen. I pull out my T-square ruler. This is a great investment. It's very cheap, under $5, but it will definitely help you get your papers on straight, especially with the double page layouts. A lot of times you're spanning across both sides of the layout, and so it helps to have this T-square ruler to make sure that everything is straight. I also like to butt a lot of my photos directly up to the paper, so it really needs to be straight or you start to have issues with it coming off the page on the edges and things like that. I did use 2 border punches on this layout. At the top is a notebook punch, and that's probably one of my favorite punches. It just gives it something extra without it being anything too extreme. And then on the bottom there, I used that white. I really wanted just a pop of white, and so the paper with the gnomes and the flowers on it, I just cut a really small 1/2 inch strip, half an inch by 12 inches, and then when I used the border punch, it made it probably closer to 1/4 inch. It's really small. What I decided to do with the gnomes is I started with the one on the far right up on pop dots, and then I overlapped them, each one of them, and I went from pop dots to flat on the layout. And so I end up with 5 gnomes over there on the right hand side. This is that ephemera piece that I was telling you guys about that says, "You are a friend like gnome other." And I went ahead and cut out a circle in 2 inches because that little circle there is about 1.5. And again, I just wanted some white to stand against that teal because the back of the circle as well as that strip that's right underneath it is pretty much the same color. And then I went ahead and added another ephemera piece that has a little mushrooms on it. I really struggled with the gnome on the far right hand side. I wanted something underneath him, and so I finally ended up with just this little sticker. A little piece of that teal is sticking out. It covers up the words completely so you don't even see anything underneath it. I then had 2 additional stickers that I thought would be cute on the layout, and that is another mushroom, and then I'm also going to add a snail down there at the bottom. At the top right hand, I added a ephemera piece that says "This is the good stuff," and then a couple of bees. And unfortunately you can't see it because of the sketch is in the way, but you'll definitely be able to see it in the close-ups. Once I got everything down, I realized that there was a huge white space with that red polka dot, and I felt like it was just too much. So I went ahead and cut out a piece of the gnome paper. And again, when I first started this, I wasn't going to use the gnome paper. I was going to use the B-sides, but since I went ahead and added all the gnomes on the right, I felt like I could go ahead and add another strip of that gnome paper. My title is going to be Happy Carefree Day, and both the word happy and carefree came from the sticker sheet, and I just used white foam thickers to spell out the word day. So I want to encourage you guys to go check out the Scrap Room and the Facebook group. We have lots of fun challenges over there. There's 2 new sketches this month, as well as the Freaky Fast Friday challenge, and I know that you guys will get lots and lots of inspiration from the Facebook group. So I'm just putting the final touches on the layout. I added 3 little word phrases that said the gnome life, oh happy day, and the simple life right next to that photo on the left hand side. And then I decided to add a circle at the top because in the sketch it does call for a cluster up there in the left hand side of the layout. So I cut that circle in half that says hello sunshine, and then I saw this little rainbow with the cloud. I thought that was perfect up there, and I added 2 more bee stickers. This is where I go ahead and add that snail. He's going to be up on pop dots and be right next to the mushrooms. I love that this little banner fits perfectly above the H in the word happy. And then my last little step is this final banner piece that says "What's up, Nomi," which I thought was a super cute pun. So that is it for me today. Here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving us a thumbs up, we'd really appreciate it. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.